folks, and welcome to Craic News with James Downey. Today we have two unreal guests and with us from the heart of West Belfast, two BFFs. It's Daniel Quinn and Martin Barkley. How are you?
Very, very good. Nice to be here.
Yeah, grand, mate. Thanks for having us, man.
No worries.
Thank you.
Out in the rain, were you having a couple of pints beforehand? Or?
Not yet. Just finished work at 6 there, like, so, but, give it time.
I like to imagine I'm a professional, so.
Okay, we'll get stuck into some news stories, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, since we're having the West Belfast edition, right? Have you seen the article that's recently come out? If there was to be a United Ireland, and I'm sure you love talking about this being from West Belfast, right?
No, stop.
It's going to it would cost apparently 8 billion and potentially raise to 20 billion a year if we joined with the Republic of Ireland. Did you see the article for a start?
Who's it going to cost?
I think it's the taxpayers and the government. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a story to keep it put us off, like, isn't it? Just trying to put us off.
Yeah.
I was surprised the Felons didn't start fundraising when the article came out. I was like, we'll have 8 billion in, like, in a day or something. But I was like, that's not going to affect. No one's going to care. Like, no one wants United Ireland because of cost. You want it because
Because it's rate.
Hey,
Do you know what I mean?
getting very political straight away.
Needs to be done.
Put it to a vote, like.
The West is truly coming out in this one. I thought you were going to be very, I don't know, but I can see the passion and the nationalism.
Oh,
really.
upper aisle day long.
So, see, being from the West, was there any words that you realised when you were older that you were saying completely different than anyone else? Like, what way did you, Smart, what way did you say Windows?
Oh, Wendy's.
You said Wendy's. Okay, you were a Wendy guy.
Got it from,
yeah.
from my dad. He said Wendy's and he said big. A lad.
So I never said Wendy's. That was once. I knew people said Wendy's. One my mum still says to this day. I don't know if it's because she's from the West, Falls Road, or she has a speech impediment, and I'm not even joking. Do any of you guys say turlet?
Oh, like toilet.
Yeah, instead of toilet, turlet.
Turlet. Not turlet. Like.
No, maybe that's just an individual thing for my mum. I don't know.
Maybe we should see a speech therapist or something. I don't know. Not turlet, but
My man says pish instead of posh.
Oh,
They're
okay,
dead
yeah.
pish. They're dead pish. I'm like, what? You saying piss? Like, what are you?
we've got issues with vowels, like.
Vowel, even saying vowels. Vowels.
Saying Wendy and all, like, for like 2 years or more, I was working talking to Americans.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
my speech started to change. You know, you talk to Americans.
100%, yeah.
You're trying to say, like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're like, 5? What's 5? And you're like, 5. And you're like, 8. And they're like, 8. What did you eat?
I know, it's
what did you
crazy.
Eat? It's like, 8.
I went to Cross Community Project in America where I stayed with a family with a Protestant guy.
Yeah, my sister did that.
Yeah. And the guy, the dad of the family was like, you live in the United Kingdom. I was genuinely like, oh no, but I don't. Like, I live in the north of Ireland.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, like, it's legally recognised as the United Kingdom. And I thought he was like, I was like, what's this guy on about? From my man, I was like, what's he talking about? She's like, no, it's the north of Ireland. And I was like, so when I'm sending over presents, it's to Ireland. And she was like, no, fucking, if it's a present, like, it's the United Kingdom.
We're going to start like a Republican movement in this room here.
That's our Republican element of the podcast. We'll move on before things get too intense. All right, I don't know if you've seen the news. Our second news story is O.J. Simpson has just died. He was 70 odd. He was an actor. He was a footballer, and he was accused of murdering his ex-wife.
Like, I was reading up on this because, like, I seen it, you know, like, O.J. Simpson's dead, and I was like, oh jeez. And then I was reading up because yes, we're all aware, like, in court that he was acquitted.
Yes.
But then, did you know that, like, a few years later, he was kind of charged with it and had to pay 33 million, you know, in
what?
You know, for the victims, and you're like, so he did it, like, but he's walking around because he paid for it.
And then years later, he also got charged with another crime. He was just out robbing places, armed robbery, and I was like, this guy's, and he's just walking about free. Oh no, he went to jail a second time. That's right.
I've seen people try to catch him out, like. Who was it try to interview him and try to catch him out?
Ruby Wax.
You
ever seen that clip?
No.
Ruby Wax, like, did an interview with him, and he was like, no, I didn't do it, even though I'm writing a book about what I would do if I did do it and all this here.
What?
And just before we finished filming, he decided to do this. Have you not seen this?
No, I've never seen this, no.
He comes in at her and goes, like, as a joke, and then you're like, they're filming, and Ruby's like, right, you're not doing yourselves any favour here, Mr. OJ. Like, he's just joking around, like, You're like, your head is
Obviously,
lit.
just pure mental, like.
Aye.
Right. So, but you two are BFFs, right?
Pretty much.
You've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
That's very cute. That's
I know.
very wholesome.
We usually do more later on.
So,
when you're
who
not
do you
here.
think?
That's soft
Who do you
stuff.
think is more likely to be the serial killer out of both of you guys? Like,
Me, I'd say all day long.
I would have said you. Like,
Yeah,
you got those.
definitely.
You got those vibes.
Aye,
You look too
I
cute and
think so.
cuddly, but the fact that you're obsessed with O.J. Simpson gives me the vibe. Maybe you're like hiding behind a mask here. You know.
My girlfriend's obsessed with like murders, like in podcasts and just
So
listen.
you're gonna become one,
it's-
so she'll love you again.
I'll have to like be a witness or like you know, I'll have to help her out with it, like hide the body or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm no tout though, so you know.
No, I've started doing bits about how I have
Okay.
mental thoughts sometimes. Like there was a kid in my school.
Is this to your counsellor or on stand-up comedy?
Oh, yeah. I can't afford a counsellor. Fuck, that's the problem. Yeah, no, there was a kid in my school who was being like held down on the ground, and I don't know why. Like I thought I wouldn't talk about it, but I was like, talk about everything in comedy. So he was laying on the ground, had him pinned to the ground. I just went over and leaned over him, grabbed the wee stones, went bloop, and just dropped it into his mouth,
What?
and he started to choke.
That's worse than serious. That's like a Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, it's psychopathic.
Weird.
I don't know.
Psychopathic.
You say stone, it was a brick.
Okay, cool. So we're going to move on to our third and final story, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been quite dark so far. We're going to lighten things up. Have you seen that dolphins were seen, right, in this new documentary?
I like this already.
They were passing pufferfish around a group of dolphins to get high off the pufferfish. Yeah. Any of you guys ever swam with dolphins before?
No,
No.
No.
I'm not rich enough.
Any of you guys ever smoked pufferfish with a dolphin before? No.
Not with a dolphin.
I tried. I tried.
I did hear about that though.
You did hear about it,
yeah. The very, very intelligent scumbag druggy creatures.
Yes, I know. Now we're leaning because
Joyriding, fucking get him out of our street.
Because I was like, I'm going to lighten up this story with a little cute dolphin story. Dolphin smokes a pufferfish. Then I started looking up other facts about dolphins. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
Big dicks.
I don't know what
Right,
dolphins,
they're
don't know what
slinging
dolphins
dick.
you're hanging about there with.
Yeah.
They do they gang up on people and not just other animals and humans and put their packer where the sun don't shine.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, aye.
That's like monkeys. Monkeys do that too, don't
What happens under the sea
But I
stays
feel like
under the sea, like, you
Under
know.
the sea.
I feel like in the animal kingdom, when you look at monkeys, it's expected monkeys, you know. Oh, that's the other thing I'll tell you is about with dolphins. Like a dolphin, I swear to God, they touch themselves by wrapping an eel, a live eel, around their genitals, and the eel tries to squirm away. And
Oh my god, that's
So do I.
amazing. That's so intelligent.
crazy, isn't it? So intelligent, yeah. The things that we use intelligence for is fucking absolutely mental.
That's the best bit of news I've heard today.
Oh, they don't have posable thumbs, like, so, you
But they
know.
do seem
It's
cute.
dolphins.
Most of them do seem alright.
Aye.
Most of them.
So to finish off the
Pun
podcast,
intended.
right? Finish off our little segment on dolphins. I was going to give you guys best friends for life quiz, right?
Oh, nice.
Have you ever played Mr. and Mrs.?
Oh.
Uh,
It's like we have, you know.
Mr. and Mr.
Okay, so I'm going to give you this. And I'm going to give you this. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions, right? You're going to show the signs to this camera, right?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you 5 questions.
Okay.
Let's see if you know each other as well as
Dun,
two
dun,
guys
dun.
from West Belfast do. You ready for it?
Righto.
Okay, so out of the both of you guys, just like the dolphins, who is most likely to be found wrapping an eel around their genitals for a bit of self-pleasure? Okay, so you both agreed
Yeah.
on Daniel, right? And how do you know that?
Close one. Close one now.
Okay, so out of both of you guys, I know this is probably very close. Who is the most likely to raise 7 or 8 billion pounds to unite Ireland? And they'll be fighting over this one, like, you know.
Yeah.
Daniel, again.
Yep.
Daniel, what are you doing in your house? You're just
I don't know, like,
just phoning
your family has
phoning
roots.
Jerry Adams with an eel wrap down your.
I'm out there hustling for the cause, like. Yeah.
Oh, third question: who is most likely to leave a footprint and a spare glove at a crime scene? Okay. These are BFFs. 3 out of 3 so far. Okay, this is quite similar to the other ones. Who is most likely to smoke a pufferfish with a dolphin?
Oh, that's tight, like, but
This is 4 out of 4. Okay, and the last and final question for you guys, right? Before we end the podcast, this is 4. I'm really impressed with 4 out of 4.
BFS, bro.
Who is most likely to murder Liam Neeson? Hey, 5 out of 5.
Nice.
All right, go. Somebody phone Liam Neeson and warn him.
You're in trouble, bro.
You're going to find him and you're going to get him. Okay, thank you very much for coming on to Craic News.
Pleasure,
that was
mate.
a great nationalist, passionate podcast there. And
right.
for you guys tuning in, and we'll see you next week.